Do you think that the other two, James and Charlie, do you think that they released under their new guises a little too soon after the breakup of Busted, and what you've decided to do by waiting a little bit and creating your music and kind of like going off the scene for a while before making your return was a much wiser idea?
To be honest, I don't really know, man. I mean, you can probably ask me that in 6 months, you know, whether or not,
okay.
you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, no, I mean, Charlie was ready. Charlie'd been ready to do Fight Star since he was 12 years old, you know. So I mean,
right.
you know, I mean, Charlie did it at the perfect time for Charlie. You know, probably not the perfect time for me and James, but you know, he did it for the right thing. But yeah, and you know, James was so eager to do it because James loves being in the band. James loved everything about Busted and everything about doing it, you know. And so, and plus. And he's made the record that if me and Charlie weren't in the band, he would have made, you know. Right. So I mean, and he's happy with it, you know. So to be honest, it kind of goes two ways, because you could think, you know, that I've taken too long, and because like we were talking earlier on about like industry being really fickle and kind of people just forgetting about you and kind of going, all right, he was once in this band, but you know, he's doing nothing now, you know. So.
This is, of course, MTV Spanking Music Week, and this is, of course, Matt Willis.
Hello.
Hello, Matt, how are you?
I'm good, mate, I'm good.
Good to see you again.
It's good to be here.
I was just saying, last time we spoke, I was wearing a white toweling robe.
Yeah, looking a bit more sexy than now, but still looking good.
Now, of course, you've had lots of success in the industry as 1/3 of Busted, but this is Spanking New Music Week. Does it feel like you're kind of starting all over again from the beginning, and if so, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah, it does feel like I'm starting all over again. But I don't think it's a bad thing, you know. I mean, I'm quite excited about it, you know. I mean, today literally is the first thing I've ever done as well, as on my own, you know.
Nervous?
Apart from like doing karaoke or something, you know. But I mean,
and the less said about that, like the white toweling robe thing.
Exactly, less said about that. But I'm really nervous.
What about the new Robbie Williams tag, which is obviously going to be bounded around? I mean, if you're male, you've got a head and you can sing, you're going to be the new Robbie Williams.
Exactly, man. But you know, you could be called the next Dane Bowers, you know. So
or the next Brian McFadden. What's wrong with Brian McFadden?
Exactly, you know. But I mean, you know, so it's not the worst thing to get called. You know, I've been called a lot worse. So you know, you know, I mean, he's the most successful man in the world. I mean, people probably say the same to you. You know, you got that sort of cheeky, chappy thing, which bores me to tears. But I mean, you can't really get away from it, and so you know, people sort of immediately put me in the same boat as him. But you know, I'm not.
Nice you get cheeky, chappy. I get arrogant tosser. But there you go.
Right.
There's a subtle line.
There's a subtle line. Right,
you walk it carefully.
Yeah, exactly.